fire. The wheel. The computer. Since the very dawn of time, human advancement has pushed society forward, but VALORANT, in its 2 years of release, has been stuck, locked in the doldrums of economic consistency. Save round means light shield, cheap guns, and buy round means rifle and heavy shield. That was until May 29, 2022, when NRG changed it all. In their match against Ghost Gaming, NRG decided to put an unexplored idea into practice. The idea was simple. In pro play, many players run the Vandal, which deals 40 damage per bullet to the body and 160 damage per bullet to the head. That means that 3 shots to the body deal 120 damage and 4 shots deal 160. The implications of this are that no matter if you have light or heavy shields, you can survive 3 Vandal shots to the body, but not 4. With this in mind, NRG decided to almost always purchase light armor, effectively saving them 600 credits per player per round, or just about 30,000 credits across the map. This allowed them 3 more full gun rounds across the game that would have otherwise been save rounds or lesser buy. While this might sound great in practice, there were certainly some drawbacks to this strategy. The most obvious one is the Phantom, which at mid-range deals 140 damage in 4 body shots or in just 1 headshot, killing a light armored opponent where a heavily armored one would have survived. Comps heavy on damage utility with agents like Raze, Killjoy, or Sova can also more easily find significant damage or utility kills on lightly armored foes. And compositions with decay-inducing agents such as Fade and Viper are also problematic to this light shield strat. A number of these issues did manifest within NRG's match. Over the course of the game, they conceded 5 deaths that would have been prevented by full armor. 4 of these deaths came from Raze utility that could have been narrowly avoided should the players have had full armor, and the final death came from a player that was chipped down low by utility and killed in just 3 bullets by the Vandal that would have been 4 had he have purchased heavy armor. This is an incredibly small sample size, and more games will have to be played to truly understand how big the risks are of running light armor. But economically, the strat has merit. The 600 credits you save on light armor is close to a full set of utility for most agents, and the saving can also mean more rifles in the hands of your team, which can shift the outcome of important rounds. Strategy isn't unique to VALORANT either. In Counter-Strike's similar economic system, it's common for CTs to only buy body armor when playing against full AK buys, because the AK will kill in 1 shot to the head with or without head armor. While the game's economies and playstyles are very different, similar rules can be applied to VALORANT as to when to go for light or heavy shields. Heavy shields should be bought on full buy versus full buy rounds when playing against a team that runs Phantoms. They should be bought when your opponent is on a lesser buy and are likely to have SMGs and pistols, and they should be bought when you have excess economy to do so. There's no reason not to buy more. As for when to run light shields, there's a lot more room for debate. On rifle versus rifle rounds, or eco versus rifle rounds, if you're playing against a team that runs Vandals, then the strat's viable. But there are of course risks aforementioned, so it's a trade-off either way. The choice of whether or not to take that risk is of course up to you and to your team. For me personally, I've been testing this strat out for the last few days, and in all my games, I found it really effective. I play more rounds with a rifle in my hands, and I rarely find myself dying in situations where I would have otherwise survived should I have had full armor. And, well, the strat is viable. It isn't necessary to play good VALORANT, and I really like that. The game continues to provide a depth in way of weapons, in way of agents, and styles that are viable, and seeing more diversity also in the economic meta of the game is a really good shift. Will you be trying this strat out in your games, or do you expect it to catch on in pro play? Let me know down below.